Okay, United is making some changes. Again, some to how you can use miles, some to how you achieve status, and then some that make complete and total sense. And in this video, we're gonna break down what's changing, assess how it may affect you, and more importantly, show you how you can take advantage of it all. But before we get into all that, hi, I'm Lonnie, and I've been flying with United for over 25 years now. 28 to be exact. So you could say I'm familiar with their product, programs, and policies, and also I've navigated through changes with them before. So are these new changes bad?
We're finished! We're done! Game over, man! Game over!
It's not game over, but how would these changes affect you? Well, I got the details. Let's talk about it. To start, the airline changing the way customers achieve perks or benefits is nothing new. It happens often and regularly. Everyone does it. And to be honest, it's needed, especially status, as the value of status is only worth something relative to its exclusivity. Let me ask you this. Have you seen the pre-boarding group for a larger United flight lately? There's like 100 Premier 1K members per flight now, and that's before Group 1 even gets to board. At times, it's like 20 to 30% of the plane is pre-boarding. That's a lot of people, and I know I'm part of the problem myself. I have 1K, so I get it. And so the only way to thin the herd of humans is to make it harder to achieve status. But it's not as bad as it sounds. It's actually manageable. But before I get to that, let's first talk about pooling your miles real quick, as this change is relatively new and already available. Now, just recently, United introduced miles pooling. What is miles pooling? I'm glad you asked. It's exactly what it sounds like. This means that you can create a group with up to 5 different United Mileage Plus members and pool your miles into a single joint account, which all members can share and pull from. Think of it like this. Story time. Imagine you broke your cell phone and then go into your cell phone retailer and they're like, you don't have an upgrade, but your grandma's line on the account does. So then you steal your grandma's upgrade, forcing her to keep that phone from 2016 for another 2 years. Well, miles pooling works kinda like that. Once you create your pooling group, anyone can use the collective miles in the account for their needs. And everyone in the account does not need to be related or live in the same household. You can pool miles with friends, family, put your nephew on there, maybe your best friend from college, I don't care. Matter of fact, for the parents out there, you can add your kids. Yep, pay attention, as this is one of my biggest pet peeves and the biggest parent hack I can provide. Okay, with United, any cash paid seat for a flight will earn United's frequent flyer miles. So whoever is sitting in that seat should have a United Mileage Plus account so they can collect on those miles. The best part is United does not have an age limit which you can have an account. I signed my son up for his account when he was just 2 months old. It's all right, I think they heard me. So with my family of 3, I can add my son to the family pool, then use the miles he earns for his seats on future trips. Or if he was a little older, let's say away at college, he could have access to my miles from the family pool so he could fly home for the holiday or take a trip with his friends on spring break. As you can see, this is a very lucrative new change, which when used to its full ability, could save you a few bucks in the long run. But remember, anyone that can put miles into the pool can also take them out. So choose who has access wisely. Another wise choice I'd appreciate is you hitting that subscribe button. I have way more tips and tricks like this to share, and it would ensure you don't miss out. Okay, let's switch the conversation over to those status changes and how you can earn said status starting in 2025. This one is highly important to me as I rely heavily on my 1K status perks and benefits for my travel and travel days. So it stings a little bit to hear they're increasing the PQP requirements again for the various status levels. I mean, they were already high. Let's break this down. To earn status with United, you'll need to earn some PQPs and or some PQFs. PQP, which stands for Premier Qualifying Points, or separate rewards currency that you earn on every single flight, even award flights. While Premier Qualifying Flights, these are the PQFs, are logged flights taken, but dependent on what type of seat you purchase. Hang on, this will all make sense in a second. Now, There are two ways you can earn status with United. The first way is with a combination of Premier qualifying points and flights. This is the PQP and PQF route. The second way is completely with PQPs alone, no matter how many flights you actually take. Let me show you an example. To achieve United Silver status in 2025, you'll either need 15 qualifying United flights plus 5,000 PQPs. I say United flights because Starline's partner flights do not count. Only United and United Express. But if taking 15 flights is not showing up in your crystal ball, you could take fewer flights as long as you achieve 6,000 total PQPs. And for United's top public tier, the Premier 1K status, how many times have I said Premier at this point? You would need either 60 flights plus 22,000 points or straight total of 28,000 points. But what does this look like in the real world? Well, let's jump to United's site and take a quick look at a United flight from Los Angeles to Newark. When you hit the details drop down under the flights, it'll show you what you'll earn on said flight. Here, the basic economy does not count as a qualifying flight, but will still earn 255 PQPs, where the standard economy does earn the qualifying flight and 301 PQPs. It's important to make sure you pay attention to what earns what. And lastly, business class or US first class would earn 1,628 points, obviously getting you to your status goal faster. So if status matters and you can swing it without breaking the bank, try to fly front of bus more often. Easier said than done, I know. Trust me, I know. Anyway, this is not all bad. Well, not if you achieve status in 2024. That's because as a reward for achieving status, at the top of the year, United provides its status members with a head start of PQPs. This is not much, but it does help. Using Silver and 1K status again, Silver status members will receive 300 PQPs while 1K members get 1,400 for their respective head starts. Once again, not a lot, but more than zero. And don't forget, if you have a United card, you can earn PQP just by using your card. Usually one Premier qualifying point for every $15 to $20 you spend, depending on which card you have. I have the Explorer card and I broke it down in full detail in this video here. And if you don't have a United card yet, I left my referral link in the description down below. It'll work for any of their cards, and I thank you in advance if you decide to use it. All right, next change. Another benefit of achieving status is when and how you can earn plus points. I know United uses the words Premier and points a lot. Don't blame me, I'm just the messenger. So what are plus points? Plus points are yet another rewards currency that United introduced in 2019 to replace the old Premier upgrade path. These plus points were made to be a more flexible way for you to put yourself on the upgrade list and redeem flight upgrades. Now the downside is that these points are only awarded to you after you achieve Platinum and 1K status. 40 when you reach Platinum, then 280 more when you reach 1K. Then after you hit 1K, you'll earn 20 more after every 3,000 PQP you achieve. Okay, the bad part. These plus points were always annoying to use as they were made to redeem or purchase upgrades. But if you're a 1K or Platinum, you were pretty much on the upgrade list already. And if you tried to redeem them for an upgrade, that option was either not available due to no upgrades available or already sold out. Or, of course, the last option, you were already flying first or Polaris class, thus you have nothing you could redeem those plus points on, and they just sat there until they expired. See? Annoying. But now, United gave us some new options you can actually use with them. Beginning in mid-2025, you'll be able to cash these points out for either Premier qualifying points or flights, as Travel Bank Cash, which can be used as a United gift card to purchase flights or even United Club memberships, as bonus miles to add to your frequent flyer account, or to gift Premier status to another Mileage Plus member, to share the wealth. And not gonna lie, all these options carry significant value. So choose your own adventure. And the last change United is bringing to the table is earning status, or in this case, PQP, via credit card spend. Now, I already touched on this earlier, remember? And don't forget, if you have a United card, you can earn PQP just by using your card. Usually 1 Premier qualifying point for every $15 to $20 you spend, depending on which card you have. And well, of course, that has a cap on it. But the cap will be increased and also be on certain cards. The club cards, either the personal or the business version, and the Purple Quest card. As for the club cards, they previously capped out at 10,000 PQP in a calendar year. That will now increase to 15,000. Then for the Purple Quest card, its cap will increase from 6,000 PQP to 9,000 PQP. And if you can read the tea leaves, then you can see that this is United attempting to entice new cardholders to certain cards, other products they offer, but more importantly, to use their cards more often, which is a legitimate business strategy. I get it. So how are you impacted by these changes? Honestly, I like the additional paths provided that'll help me keep my status. Tell me what you think in the comments, and check out this United video next, or here's a complete playlist of United information videos. All right, catch you in the next one. Peace.